Hi, I am Priya. This channel is my way of learning in public, breaking things down simply, without the usual BS. Today let's break down how Zerodha, India's biggest stockbroker, handles 10 million traders on just around 30 servers. By the end of this video, you'll see the actual tricks they use, and you'll think about systems differently. First, what is a stockbroker really? When you tap buy 10 shares of ANFY, you are not buying from Zerodha. Zerodha is the messenger. They take your order, hand it to the actual stock exchange, NSE or BSE, and bring back the result. They also remember what you own, what it's worth right now, and how much cash you have. That sounds simple. At 10 million people doing this at the same time, it stops being simple. Now let's start the naive way. One server. One database. Take the order, write to the database, send it to the exchange, wait for a reply, update the user's balance, send response back. This works for 10 users. At 10,000 users, the database starts locking. At 10 lakh users on a market open morning, the server just dies. So how do real systems survive this? 5 tricks. Let's go. Trick 1, never lose an order. Before Zerodha even talks to the exchange, they write your order into a boring file on their own disk. Like dropping a letter in a mailbox. Only then do they tell you, got it. A background worker reads the mailbox and handles the slow conversation with the exchange. If the server crashes, the letter is safe on disk. When things come back up, the worker picks up where it left off. Nothing is lost. This is called an append-only log. The rule is simple, write it down first, act second. Trick 2, never overwrite your balance. Most apps store your balance as one number that keeps changing. Bought 10 INFY? Subtract. Sold 5? Add. The problem is, if 2 updates land at the same time, one will overwrite the other. Money goes missing. Zerodha does something different. They never store the balance at all. They store every event, bought 10 INFY, sold 5 INFY, got a dividend of 47 rupees, like a diary. Need today's balance? Just replay the diary and add it up. Writing to a diary is the cheapest thing a computer can do. No locks, no fights, no overwrites. This is called event sourcing. Trick 3, pushing live prices to millions of screens. Reliance just moved by 1 rupee. 3 million people are staring at their app right now. Do you really hit the database 3 million times? No. Zerodha publishes the new price once, to a channel. Every phone that is subscribed to Reliance picks it up at the same time. 1 write, 3 million reads. The database doesn't even know it happened. This is called pub/sub, or publish-subscribe. It's the same pattern WhatsApp uses to deliver your messages. Trick 4, surviving the 9:15 market open spike. At 9:15 a.m., the market opens. In 1 second, millions of people tap buy. Your one database can't handle this. So Zerodha splits the work. Reads, looking at prices, looking at your portfolio, go to read replicas, which are copies of the main database. The main database only handles writes. And anything that gets asked the same way 1,000 times, like the price of Reliance, gets cached in memory, so it's served in microseconds. This is red scaling. The main database stays calm. The replicas and the cache do the heavy lifting. Trick 5, keep the slow stuff off the hot path. Sending an SMS, generating a contract note, calculating your P&L, sending a report, these things take time. You don't want the user to wait. So Zerodha drops these jobs into a queue, and a separate fleet of workers picks them up and runs them in the background. The user sees their order confirmed in 50 milliseconds. Behind the scenes, 10 other things are happening, but they are not blocking. This is called asynchronous processing. The hot path stays fast. Slow stuff happens out of sight. Let's put it all together. The user taps buy. The request hits an API server. The API server writes to the append-only log first. Then it returns got it, the user is done in 50 milliseconds. A worker reads from the log, talks to the exchange, gets a confirmation. That confirmation becomes an event, stored in the diary. The user's balance is recomputed from the diary. Live prices are pushed via PubSub. SMS, contract notes, P&L, all in background queues. Reads come from replicas. Hot data is cached. That's the whole system on a napkin. Now here's the wild part. With these 5 tricks, Zerodha runs on around 30 servers. Most fintechs would throw 1,000 machines at this problem. The reason Zerodha wins is not more hardware. It's that they don't fight the database. They don't overwrite. They don't lock. They don't make the user wait. Every trick removes a fight. Fewer fights mean fewer servers, mean lower cost, mean cheaper trades for you. That is why Zerodha can charge 20 rupees per trade when the old brokers charge 1%. So what should you take from this? 5 lessons for any system you build. 1. Write it down before you act. 2. Never overwrite a fact, store events. 3. 1. Write many reads, use PubSub. 4. Scale reads with replicas and cache, protect the master. 5. Keep the slow stuff async, the hot path must be fast. These 5 rules show up in Amazon, in WhatsApp, in Uber, in every system that handles a billion of anything. Once you see them, you'll see them everywhere. If you found this useful, hit like and subscribe, it genuinely helps a small channel grow. And tell me in the comments, which system should I break down next? Tinder, Uber, Netflix, WhatsApp, Stripe, Razorpay, Swiggy, drop the name and I'll make it. This channel grows with your help, and every comment means I make better content for you. See you in the next one.